Hi, my name is Ashish, and in this video we will see what do we understand when we see that someone has mentioned that the role requires to establish, implement and monitor a strategic, comprehensive enterprise information security and IT risk management program. First, you need to understand what is information security or InfoSec. After that, you will be able to establish, implement and monitor a strategic, comprehensive enterprise information security program. To start up with the basics, let me tell you the definition that you would see on Microsoft or any other platform when you will browse the internet. Information security, often also abbreviated as InfoSec, is a set of security procedures and tools that broadly protect sensitive enterprise information from misuse, unauthorized access, disruption, or destruction. InfoSec, aka information security, encompasses physical and environmental security, access control, and obviously the cyber security. It often includes technologies like CASB or Cloud Access Security Broker, deception tools, endpoint detection and response, also known as EDR, and security testing for DevOps or DevSecOps and the other tools. Let me put the key elements of information security. Well, InfoSec comprises a range of security tools, solutions, and processes that keep enterprise information secure across devices and locations, helping to protect against cyber attacks or other disruptive events. So the key elements of information security, one is the application security, which has the policies, procedure, tools, and best practices enacted to protect applications. Then we have incident response, which has a plan for responding to, remediating, and managing after the cyber attack or data breach or any other disruptive event. You would have an incident to take care of that event or an attack. Then you also have cloud security, which has the policies, procedure, tools, and best practices to protect all aspects of the cloud, including systems, data, network, and infrastructure. Then you have infrastructure security or infra security, which encompasses an organization's entire technological infrastructures, including both hardware and software systems. Then you have vulnerability management, which is the process an organization takes to identify, assess, and remediate vulnerabilities in the endpoint, software, and system. Then you have disaster recovery as well. All right, which is a method to re-establish functional technological systems in the wake of an event like a natural disaster, cyber attack, or another disruptive event. So you have three pillars of information security. What are those? You have confidentiality, integrity, and availability, or CIA. Okay. So what does C symbolizes? It's a major component of information security or InfoSec, which is privacy, right? And organizations should enact measures that allow only authorized users access to the information. Data encryption, multi-factor authentication, and data loss preventions are some of the tools enterprises can employ to help ensure data confidentiality. Then you have integrity. Then enterprises must maintain data integrity across its entire life cycle. Enterprises with strong information security will recognize the importance of accurate, reliable data and permit no unauthorized user to access, alter, or otherwise interfere with it. Then we have file permissions, identity management, and user access controls, which will help ensure the data integrity. Then you have availability. It involves consistently maintaining physical hardware and regularly completing system upgrades to guarantee that authorized users have dependable, consistent access to data as they need it. Now, what are common information security threats? InfoSec threats. Advanced Persistent Threat or APT. Okay, which is a sophisticated cyber attack occurring over a prolonged period during which an undetected attacker or a group gains access to an enterprise network and data. Then we have botnet, which is derived from the term robot network. A botnet comprises a network of connected devices an attacker infects with malicious code and controls remotely. Then you have DDoS, which is distributed denial of service attack, which utilize botnets to overwhelm an organization's website or application, which might result in a crash or a denial of service to valid users. Then you have drive-by download attack, which is a malicious piece of code that automatically downloads onto a user's device upon visiting a website, making that user vulnerable to further security threats. Then you have exploit kit, which a comprehensive set of tools that utilize exploits to detect vulnerabilities and infect devices with malware. Then you have insider threat, in which an insider would exploit authorized access intentionally or not and harm to or make vulnerable the organization system, network, or data. Then you have man in the middle attack, a malicious attacker interrupts a line of communication or data transfer, impersonating a valid user in order to steal information or data. Then you have phishing attack, which impersonate legitimate organizations or users in order to steal information via email, text message, or other communication methods. Then you have ransomware, a malware extortion attack that encrypts an organization or person's information, preventing access until a ransom is paid. Okay, then you have social engineering, social media attack, viruses and worms. And then we have some technologies used for information security. You have Cloud Access Security Broker, which is CASB. It is a security policy enforcement position between enterprise users and cloud service providers that combine multiple different security policies, from authentication and credential mapping to encryption, malware detection, and more. CASB functions across authorized and unauthorized applications and managed or the unmanaged devices. Then you have DLP, which is data loss prevention, which encompasses policies, procedures, tools, and best practices enacted to prevent the loss or misuse of sensitive data. Key tools includes encryption, or transforming plain text into ciphertext via an algorithm, and tokenization, or assigning a set of random numbers to a piece of data and using a token vault database to store the relationship. You have EDR, which is endpoint detection and response, which is a security solution that utilizes set of tools to detect, investigate, and respond to threats in endpoint devices. Then you have micro segmentation, which divides data centers into multiple granular secure zones or segments, mitigating risk levels. Then you have DevSecOps or security testing for DevOps. Okay. So DevSecOps is the process of integrating security measures at every step of the development process, which would increase the speed and offer improved, more proactive security processes. Then you have user and entity behavior analytics, which is UEBA, which is the process of observing typical user behavior and detecting actions that stray outside normal bounds, helping enterprises identify potential threats. So the big organizations can employ information security management systems or ISMS, information security management system, to standardize security controls across an organization, setting up custom or industry standards to help ensure InfoSec and risk management. So employing a systematic approach towards InfoSec will help proactively protect the organization from unnecessary risk and allow the team to effectively remediate threats as they arise. So responding to information security threats. So once you have a security team that has been altered to an InfoSec threat, make sure that you gather your team and reference your incident response plan. You identify the source of the threat. You perform actions to contain and remediate the threat. You evaluate any damage. You notify relevant parties. Right? So if you want to learn more about Microsoft security, please visit Microsoft documentation. You will get details of everything that we have discussed in this video. You can go to Microsoft Security which has the comprehensive approach to security. You can have the information protection and governance. You can have Microsoft Purview information protection. You can have information protection blog as well. Alright, so I hope this video was informative for all of you. If you have any further question or suggestions, please mention them in the comment section and I will see you guys in the next video. Thank you. Have a good day.